Sometimes the news tips we receive take us down a road that we did not expect. That's what happened when a viewer from Aurora told us about a suitcase full of historic items found in a dumpster. As 9 News reporter Kevin Torres tells us, what was in the suitcase was just the beginning of a long, unusual story.
I mean, there's history here.
Sometimes history has a way of creeping back up on us.
Absolutely amazing.
Such was the case when a suitcase was found resting near a pile of trash.
These were found by a dumpster in Highlands Ranch.
What was bundled inside was far from garbage, though.
This is May 31st, 1904, and this is another one from 1902.
Preserved in black and white are photos from a long time ago.
This is back where they did their postcards.
There are photos from war, photos of families, and photos that still baffle Hope Schwab.
See, they all say Gillensburg, Illinois.
How could a suitcase full of historic photos from Illinois end up in a Colorado dumpster? It's puzzling.
Or twist, or, you know, it's like, where did these come from?
The only clue was a battered envelope full of family photos from the 1970s with an Arvada address on it.
And that address to the same R. Garrett on that one.
Yeah. Real surprised, yeah.
The same address where Ronald Garrett grew up.
I believe that's my nephew, Don. It sure does look like him.
But Ronald isn't the R. Garrett on the envelope.
Galesburg, Illinois.
Or the R. Garrett who owned all of those old photos.
Yeah, it's the area he was from. Of course, he was in the war. And
that's his stepdad, Robert.
He had a problem, and he got arrested for it, you know. The
same Robert Garrett who was arrested back in the early 90s for sexually molesting an 11-year-old boy.
Well, I was in shock because even of course, in my days, I was a kid.
Ronald says his stepdad never tried anything on him or his siblings. But once the news broke, most of his family cut ties with Robert.
From then on, I never seen him.
Which would explain why the suitcase was found in a dump.
We had to eventually get everything out of that house. And
Ronald says he didn't toss it, but wouldn't be surprised if one of his other siblings did.
If these pictures could talk.
It is amazing how history can creep back up on us.
I don't believe that somebody would let this kind of history go.
Even if the outcome isn't always picture perfect.
This is our life. You know, this is where we came from.
This is Kevin Torres, 9 News.
Robert Garrett was released from prison in 2002 for good behavior. He's almost 90 now. Kevin spoke with Robert yesterday. He opted not to be part of the story, but did tell Kevin about his criminal past. He also told Kevin he served in World War II and the Korean War and took a lot of those photos. Others were given to him by family members.